6:34. Okay, so they are in the same CS.
Mataji, they are EST. Is Sita Priti, Mataji?
I think she accidentally left.
Oh, she left the call. Maybe she got disconnected. Okay. They are from EST. Okay. Very nice to see your both of names. Okay. Welcome, kids. Sita Priti Mataji by mistakenly dropped the call. I think she'll be back. Okay. Yeah, she's here.
I'm sorry. I just logged out myself.
That's okay, Mataji. No worries. So they are from EST, Mataji, not CST. Their time is faster than us.
We changed our timing, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay, so we have who else has joined? Prahlad and Raghav, Haribol, Ramchandra, and there is somebody else was joining. So nice to see you all, and we have okay. So everybody, can we say 3 times a big Haribol to Prabhav and Viraj?
Haribol. Haribol.
Yes. So Prabhav and Viraj, this is your first class with all of us. So we are welcoming you with a big Haribol. Okay? So, and don't worry, you'll all get to know as we go ahead with the classes. Okay, so now for you it's 6:30, right? But then at this time, every day from Monday to Friday, we have this class. So you slowly will come to know, get to know what exactly we are doing. Okay. And if you have any queries, any questions from the reactions part over there down, you can raise your hand. Okay.
Okay.
And how old are you? Which grade are you in?
I'm in second grade. I'm 8 years old. Viraj is in kindergarten. He's 5 years old.
Hari Bol. Wonderful. Very nice. Atvay, Hari Bol. I missed your name, I guess.
Haribol.
Hari Bol. Atvay, you're there with us, right? This is not your first class. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, Palvit has joined. Hari Bol, Palvit. Okay. So who is going to tell me what are we studying?
Bhagavad Praha.
Bhagavad Prabha. And what does Bhagavad Prabha tell us about?
Bhagavad Gita is about Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay, we're going to raise hands. Okay, we are going to raise hands. Yes, Surud.
Mataji, it's the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay, the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. So what does that exactly mean? Samskriti, do you want to tell us?
Mataji, it's like a book written not that in much of a philosophical way for us to understand.
Okay. And why is this? How does it help us? Yes, Surud.
Mataji, because people in Kali Yuga cannot understand philosophy.
Okay. Wonderful. Very, very nice answer. Anybody else wants to try? Prahlad, Raghav, my question is, we are learning the Srimad Bhagavatam from Bhagavad Pravaha, which from Bhagavad Pravaha. So why are we learning this, or what is the reason that we have switched to the Bhagavad Pravaha? So Surud said that because in the Kali Yuga, the philosophical understanding of people is less, and Samskriti said that it is the essence and it gives us the understanding of Bhagavatam. What else? Anybody else wants to throw some light on it? Or anybody else wants to share some views? Nobody? Okay. Okay. So we'll go with that understanding first. Okay. So the another question with it. What who is written the Bhagavad Prabha, or who has given us this essence of Srimad Bhagavatam through Bhagavad Prabha? I want some new hands. Miss Balavrinda. We are
My favorite.
learning.
Yes, please,
Yes,
yes.
Devarsh.
Gaurang Prabhuji. Gaurang
Very good. Yes, His Grace the Gaurang Darshan
I
Prabhu.
say
Yes, Balvrinda.
Coversations is so it's made by Gaurang Prabhuji, and he he took the main important stuff, and it might be he he thought it might be difficult for other people, and he made it for an easier understanding for us, so we can understand it better, and we can know about Krishna a little bit better.
Yes, I'm just going to read out from the description which Gaurang Darshan Prabhu has given about it. Okay, just the last few lines. Everybody, eyes and ears on me, because when we are studying this, we might just ask questions here and there. Okay. For the new reader, Bhagavad Pravaha is a curtain raiser on the original Bhagavatam. As for the devout lovers of the Bhagavatam, here is your insightful companion to help you your meditation on it go deeper. In this in this succinct summary, Gaurang Darshan Das has faithfully and carefully preserved the narratives, teachings, and philosophy of the original work. This has been done keeping both the new readers and the avid devotees of Srimad Bhagavatam in mind, drawing practical life lessons relevant to today's world. The Bhagavad Pravaha is an invaluable gift to one and all. Okay. So after every, after every a story, or after every philosophy, now sometimes what happens, when you start reading it, the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is a must to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. But then as kids, like suppose if you are feeling it that okay, it is going to as a bouncer, it's going above my head, I'm not able to understand it, but still we have to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. And if you really need that, okay, I need to understand the essence of it as well. I need to understand that, see, it's Srimad Bhagavatam is just not a storybook that I'm going to read it and forget it. Whenever, now suppose when you have a moral story on every, from Prabhu and Viraj, on every Friday, on every Thursday, we have a special moral story session. Okay. So when there's a moral story, what happens? You learn the moral story, and what do you do with the moral story? I forgot. What do we do when there's a moral story?
When we like when we read moral story,
Mm-hmm.
we understand it and pronunciation and
Mm-hmm.
see what's happening.
Okay. And do you try to apply it in our lives?
Applying what?
Applying the essence, like suppose the story is about honesty,
Honesty?
uh, in any story, right? Tushita wants to say something.
Hmm. Yes, Mataji, we apply it.
We apply it, right? In our day-to-day life, whatever are the values, because moral stories are what? Value education, right? They give us, impart us value. They impart us values in our life, and that we are trying to apply. So Srimad Bhagavatam also has many understandings. Srimad Bhagavatam also has many stories which we need to apply it into our lives. Okay. And in Bhagavad Pravaha, there are some quotes in italics which tell us the what we really need to take from that paragraph, or what we really need to take from that story, or what exactly is Srimad Bhagavatam telling us to learn, or exactly what we should be learning from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So now after I'll share the screen, and then I will tell you what exactly I mean. Okay. Everybody can see this slide?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mataji.
Balram Krishna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Haripur. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you one slide over here. See, now at the end, I am going to have this slide over here. So this is the essence of whatever we are learning from today, or what exactly was the uh, point to be understood in today's class. Okay, so this is the understanding from the class. So what we'll do is we will start with our class. Okay, for those who are new, what do we do is we start with our prayers. Prabhav and Viraj, do you happen to go to any ISKCON temple? Do you have any temple nearby?
Yeah, we have Hanuman temple, Sai Baba temple.
Okay. Is there any Radha Krishna temple nearby?
Yes. No.
Okay, okay. Let us find out. Okay, let us find out about which temple is nearby to your place later on. Okay, so can we all you can unmute yourself and slowly and steadily so that everybody can participate, and we'll start with our prayers. Okay.
Om
Tस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
मिलितं येन
नमो विष्णुपादाय
गुरवे नमः।
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय
नमो
भूतले
विष्णुपादाय
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे
सरस्वती देवे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा यद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Okay. Okay. So Prabhu and Viraj, as we do this prayers every day, you will be able to get it. Okay.
Okay.
So we have Subhadra Giridhari. Advait, where are you located? Where do you stay? Bloomington. Okay. Oh. So Mataji, I think does Bloomington have a temple nearby?
No, Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. We
Hare
don't have a
Krishna.
temple nearby. We have a Naperville, the closest ISKCON temple here, but we have a very
Okay.
good congregation here.
Haribol. Wonderful, wonderful. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And these
Very
kids
nice.
also have their Bhakti Kids classes,
Uh-huh.
which are conducted by the ISKCON only. And
Okay.
the congregation is very good.
Very good. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. That's really nice to know. Okay, so now we'll go to our next session, that is, or the next part, which is we do one of Srila Prabhupada's quote, right? So I would like, you know what? Yeah, Prabhav, can you read the quote for today?
We have a silence because
We have to work
here to work
sincerely,
silently because
sincerely,
Krishna is in everyone's heart. There is no difficult to have necessary
facilities. Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Prabhav. Palvit, can you read it?
Yes, Mataji. We have worked to, we have to work sincerely, and because Krishna is in everyone's heart, there will be no difficulty to have the necessary facilities.
Facilities. Devarsh, can you read it?
Listen, I need little help in the end.
Okay. Can you repeat? Okay. Wherever you need, let me know. We have to work.
We have to work sincerely, and because Krishna is in everyone's heart, there will be no difference to
Difficulty.
not difficulty to have necessarily faith.
Facilities. Very
Facilities.
good. Very nice. Okay, who else is raised
Thank you,
hand? Let me
Mataji.
see. Hari bol. Livan?
Okay. We have to work sincerely, and because Krishna is in everyone's heart, there will be no difficulty to have the necessary facilities.
Very good. Okay, now this was a letter to Satsvarupa Prabhu, and this was sent by Srila Prabhupada. Okay. So, okay, as we move ahead, we will have. Now, today, what we are going to do is, today we are just going to have just an understanding what we did in the first canto, what we did in the yeah. Yeah, what we did in the first canto, because now we have come up to the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so just let us understand what till now what we have come, how far we have come. Okay, so the first Balvinda, can you read this, please?
Okay. Okay, Mataji. Mataji, I might not be able to unmute that fast. It's because my computer's not. The
No
computer's
worries,
not.
no worries, no worries, no worries.
Okay. The first canto and second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam represents Krishna's lotus feet. It introduces us key characters, namely Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami, Vyasadeva, Narada Muni, Vidura, the Pandavas, and Lord Krishna.
Very good. Okay, so
It's
now as we have come to
talking
yes.
about the key characters.
Yes. So as we have come up to third canto, we'll just look at the summary part, like what exactly we did in the earlier cantos, right? So in the canto one, now what exactly is the canto one? So it mentions that the Srimad Bhagavatam, canto one and canto two, they represent Lord's lotus feet. Okay. So as we go ahead, every canto has a specific limp of the Lord, a specific part of the body of the Lord, which is emphasized, or it says that Srimad Bhagavatam represents the lotus feet. Then as we move ahead, it will be that the third canto represents the thighs of the Lord. So it is that this all Srimad Bhagavatam is only about the Lord's glorification, the Lord's pastimes, and who all are there into this pastimes? They are all the associates of the Lord, right? So now it introduces us to the key characters. Key, yeah, the key characters, namely Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadev Goswami, Vyasadeva. How many? We all are acquainted with these names now,
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
right?
Yes,
So
Mataji.
Parikshit Maharaj was sitting into the forest, and he, because of his the curse which he had received, and now he was taking the knowledge from Sukadev Goswami, right? So Sukadev Goswami is a great sage who is narrating the Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. Then Vyasadev, who is Vyasadeva?
The father of Sukadeva Goswami.
Mataji, the father of Shukadev Goswami, and also the son of Satyavati
Okay.
and Parashara
What do
Mataji.
we do? One second. What do we do? Do we raise hands?
Yes.
Yes. So can we follow that procedure? Yeah,
Yes.
because when we raise hands, there's less chaos, right? Okay. Yes, Anavi, you want to say something?
Mataji Prit, Vyasadeva is the father of Shukdev Goswami and he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam under the guidance of Narad Muni.
Very good. Okay. Okay, then we have Vidura, the Pandavas, and Lord Krishna, right? Because then there's a main in this canto 3, we are going to learn about the little plot of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, what happened. So in the third canto, we'll be going ahead with that. Okay, so these are all the key characters which get introduced in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the first canto. Second canto, we learn more about it. Now, as we move to the second canto, I'm just going to increase the font over here, okay? What happened? Something is happening, huh? Okay, it is not allowing to increase the font. Okay, the second canto. Wait, somebody had else had. Yes, Girdhari, can you read this?
Yes, Mataji. The second canto establishes primacy and
Supremacy.
supremacy and universality of Bhakti Yoga. It is authentic description of the process and purpose of the creation of the material universe. Sharga. The prayers of Shukadev Goswami, Brahma's attitude shows the dedication of a devotee of Krishna.
Very good. So now every canto is going to have some key points, right? So every canto is going to have some important points to take with. So as we told you, as I told you, right, the last slide over here, which is going to be there in the class, it will tell us about the exactly essence of what we have done in that part. So now the second canto, we just finished the second canto last week. So in the second canto, it mentioned about how bhakti yoga is important or how bhakti is important in each one's life, right? And then it also mentions the how Lord is this it is the supreme. And I'm going to lower hands, okay? Just so that, yeah. Then it is an authentic description of the process and purpose of creation of the material universe. In the last canto, we saw how the universe was formed or how the creation of the material universe took place, right? How in the last week we saw how the Lord mentions, right, that he's the one who introduced Brahma. When he says tapa tapa, he hears the words tapa tapa, and then he gets the intuition that he has to sit for penance after Lord Brahma came out from the lotus flower. And then the Lord tells him that it is I who had started this vibrations, and because of that, you started with the tapa. So the purpose of the creation, why is this material world formed, or this material universe formed? And this material universe is called as the sarga. So in the further coming classes, maybe these two words, the sarga and visarga, will be used a little bit more. So we should understand what this sarga means, okay? So it is the process, it's the process of creation of this material universe. The material universe is called the sarga. Then in the second canto, what did we learn? The prayers of Sukadev Goswami, and Brahma's attitude shows the dedication of a devotee to Krishna. How on the instructions of Lord Krishna, Brahma created the universe so that so that the world could be populated. Then further, there will be many stories which are coming up of Prajapatis, and it is going to be more and more interesting. So, 1 second, who had raised a hand, Hi, Krishna Naina. Okay. I want somebody to read this. Who had raised hand?
Mataji, could I read it?
It was me, Mataji, who raised first.
Yeah, no, but whoever has got a chance, we will give everybody else
Hare
to
Krishna
read.
Mataji, this is Shubhadra.
Yeah, so Pranav, can you read the first 2 points, and then Subhadra can read the third one. Are you there, Pranav? Sorry, Param. I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
Mataji. I'm there. The third and Mataji, where should I start?
Yeah, the first 2
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. The third and fourth canto represent the thigh of Lord Krishna's divine body. There is the conversation between Vidura and Maitreya Muni. Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
good. So now, as we'll go ahead, we'll understand that Vidura, again, is the main character in Mahabharata, right? So when Vidura, he moves on to the forest. In the coming chapters, we'll come to know why Vidura moves to the forest, and why is he, what is he trying to understand from Maitreya Muni. So there's a conversation between this, a narration to Vidura by Maitreya Muni, that will also be emphasized in the coming third canto. So what instructions did Vidura get, or how Vidura tries to understand about this world, and how Vidura tries to understand about Lord Krishna as well. Okay, so this is a conversation. Conversation. See, when there's a conversation, what happens? Somebody is asking a question, then somebody is answering it. So basically, it is going to be a question answer session, which is going to make us understand what exactly things are. Uh, Subhadra, can you read the third point?
Yes, Mataji. Sarga is the primary creation of material elements done by the Supreme Lord's empowerment at every step of initial cosmic
Yes.
manifestation.
Very good. So we saw that the Sarga is the primary creation of the material universe. Then I want Devarsh. Can you read? Devarsh read before? Yes. 1 second. Let me. Livan, can you read the last point?
I have a question and then I'll read it. So
Yes, sure.
what does empowerment mean?
Empower means when somebody, it's now done by Supreme Lord's empowerment. That means when somebody is giving the energy to it, or giving the intelligence for it. So that is empowering. Now suppose now some students in a class, they are doing some project, okay, or in a robotics club you are doing some robotic project, and then some parents, they are coming and helping you out in that. Maybe they are providing the EV3, or they are providing with the ideas, or they are providing the training in it. So it is what this robotics club is empowered by the parents. They might say it in that way. So it is the parents who are helping that club to be run, right, as volunteers. So over here, the Supreme Lord is giving all the energy, is giving all the required material elements, or required things which are needed for this whole world to be run in a positive way. So that is empowerment. Or suppose, in India, when they say that some like women are running an organization, so it is women empowerment. Got it?
Yes, Mataji.
Very good.
Visar.
So one more important part about Shrimad Bhagavatam is what, like when you start reading the Shrimad Bhagavatam, you should just try this out. And I just pray that everyone should be able to try this out. At least one page, or at least one paragraph. If you start reading the Shrimad Bhagavatam, after a couple of months, you will understand that your vocabulary has increased in a very positive way, because they are like it's just not a book. It has everything into it. It has science, it has practical knowledge, it has moral values, and the words which are there, they also, like, suppose you do not understand one word and you go and look into the dictionary, your vocabulary is definitely going to increase because of this. Thanks, Livan, for the question. Yes, Livan, can you read the last point?
Yes, Mataji. Visarga is the secondary creation of the forms of living beings done by the determined services of Brahma.
Very good. right? So as Brahma was given a service that he has to populate the world, and he has to see that the world gets populated, and there is a lot of the progeny into this world. So that was the work which was assigned to Lord Brahma, that the main purpose of the creation is to populate the world, so that everybody can know the glories of the Lord, and they can be into the right path, and then slowly and steadily they can go back to Godhead. So this the Sarga is the universal creation, and the Visarga is the secondary creation. That means what all things are going to come into this material world, that is called as the Visarga. Okay. So that's called as the secondary creation. The Visarga is called as the primary creation. Everybody's understood till this part?
Yes,
Anybody, any
Yes,
queries?
Mataji.
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Yes,
Oh,
Mataji.
okay. I think those who have raised hand, yeah, so those who have raised hands, they are only for the reading, right? We'll go ahead and ask you about it. Okay. So now again, Subhadra, did you read?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we will lower our hands, and then those who have already read will lower our hands so that we can have everybody else to read. Okay. Uh, Ryan, can you read the first point?
Okay, Mataji. So, okay. Jaya and Vijaya are four Kumaras. In story, Brahma's prayers, undoubts, he supreme stories.
Oh, okay, Jaya and Vijay. 1 second, okay? Just let me see.
Jai, Jai, Jai Vijaya, Jai,
Mm.
Jai Vijaya, Jai, Jai Vijaya. And four Kumaras.
Okay. Brahma stories. Okay. Okay, on to it.
Okay. On to the.
Okay. Yeah, so
Mataji,
in
should I
this,
read?
yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay, Ryan. Thank you so much. So in this coming canto, what all stories we are going to learn about is Jaya Vijaya. Remember Jaya Vijaya, the guards at the door of the Lord's gatekeepers, Jaya Vijaya, and the four Kumaras, and then the story, and then the Lord Brahma's prayers onto the Supreme Lord. Okay, so all this is going to come into the third canto. Then there will be Surut. Can you read the second and the third point?
Yes, sure. And the second point is Lord Vira's pastimes. And the third point is conversations between Vidura and Uddhava.
Very good. So then now see, the earlier was the conversation between Vidura and Maitri Muni, and now there's the conversation between Vidura and Uddhava. So as Vidura goes ahead into the forest, then he meets Uddhava, and then how he understands about the Supreme Lord and his qualities, because Uddhava was a great friend to Lord Krishna. Okay. Then we have, who is it? Samskriti, can you read the last point?
What do I read, Mataji?
The last point, can you read? Ideal family.
Ideal family of Devahuti and Kardamamuni. Lord Kapil's Dev's teachings.
Yeah, Lord Kapil Dev's teachings and Devahuti, Mother Devahuti's and Kardamuni's ideal family. So this will all be explained into the coming cantos. Now I haven't added any fancy slides today, okay? A little bit different because I really wanted you all to read this part. This is going to come in the further. Yeah. So now as Canto 3 starts, it is the discussion which is going between Maitreya Muni and Vidura. Okay. So what is the plot, or what exactly is happening? Like, why has Vidura come into picture? Everything, because still now Vidura had not come over here, right? So what exactly is going on over here is, let me have somebody else to read it. Okay. Who else is over? Okay, Krishna Nana, can you read the first point?
Shamachi, the king asked Sukadev Goswami where and when did the meeting and discussion take place between Saint Vidura and His Grace Maitreya Muni. Kindly oblige, my lord, and describe this to us.
Very good. So the king is who? Parikshit Maharaj, right? So every time whenever you're reading the Srimad Bhagavatam, do not lose the focus that because Srimad Bhagavatam is going to have stories and stories and stories. So sometimes it might happen that we forget, okay, what was the initial thing? Where were we exactly? Right? So Parikshit Maharaj is asking Sukadev Goswami that how did the meeting between Vidura and Maitreya Muni happen? And then where did they meet or what did they talk about? And now tell me, when Parikshit Maharaj is asking this, what do you feel is important? Now suppose I'll give you a scenario, okay? You are in a class, your teacher is teaching you science maybe, okay, and you're listening, and the class is done, and then the teacher goes away. Is that is that more you know is that more enriching, or when the class is going on, you do not understand something, then you ask a question, you raise hand, then it becomes more interactive? What is much more better?
When you raised your hand?
When you raise your hands, when you ask questions, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Everybody
Yeah.
agrees to it,
Yeah.
Yes,
right?
Mataji.
So then when you do not understand something, you're raising your hand, you're asking teacher some questions. Then when you ask a question, the teacher happens to explain it more. The teacher also feels that, okay, yes, these children really want to learn something new. And then the teacher is more enthusiastic to tell you about the topic, whether it is a science or math. Suppose it's a math problem, and if you understand something, then what the teacher does, she might give you another example of the same type and make you understand in a more proper way, right? So the same thing is going on over here. Parikshit Maharaj was told that yes, you know what, like Sukadev Goswami says that Vidura met Maitreya Muni, and then he was continuing. So then Parikshit Maharaj asks Sukadev Goswami, "Oh my Lord, please tell me, where did these two people, two great personalities meet? What did they talk about? And is there anything, something, whatever they talked about, is there something that I should know about? And when then, like, what is the lesson that we can learn from them?" Then Saint Ryan, did you get to read?
Yes, Mataji, I did get to read.
Okay, Palvit, can you read this?
What, Mataji?
Can you read the last para over here?
Okay. Saint Vidura was a great and pure devotee of the Lord, and therefore his questions to his grace Rishi Maitreya must have been very purposeful on the highest level and approved by
Learned
learned
circle. Very good. So see, why what is important over here is the Sukadev Goswami narrated the conversation to Parikshit Maharaj, okay? And Parikshit Maharaj also was very eager to know that what was the conversation, that so he knew that if Sukadev Goswami is mentioning about meeting of Vidura and Maitreya Muni, so it must be that whatever they both talked, they just did not come and talk about this material world, okay, what to do, what is the going on, anything. They did not talk about anything which wasn't very useful. So King Parikshit wanted to know what did these two great personalities talk about, okay? So out of this is something which I really want you all to. Advay,
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
yeah, can you, yeah, do you want to read this?
Mataji, he cannot read full
Okay, okay,
sentences.
yeah, yeah,
He can
I
read
just did
very
not get
small,
it.
small words now.
Yeah, no worries, no worries, no worries. I'll tell him to read something else again.
Yeah,
Ramachandran,
like
go ahead, Mataji.
I was saying that he can only read small, small words. He cannot read
Okay, okay.
big
Okay,
lines.
I'll tell him to read something else again. Yeah.
Sure, sure,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji. Haribol. Ramachandra, do you want to read this?
Sure, Mataji. Conversations of great souls are always beneficial for the humanity and are a subject of deep interest for other great men.
Very good. Okay, so conversation, it's just not that it's just a conversation between any other two men. It's conversation between Vidura, who was eager to know more about the Lord, eager to know more about the knowledge, right? So whatever was the conversation between Maitreya Muni and Vidura was really going to be very beneficial for the humankind. And that is the reason Parikshit Maharaj wanted to understand what this knowledge was. Okay. So this is the plot of our third canto. And as we move ahead, like why did Vidura first come into the forest was like he left the palace, he left Dhritarashtra, and then he moved out into the forest. This all will be explained into the further as we are moving ahead. Okay. So everybody is understanding what the plot of Srimad Bhagavatam is, why we are learning, where we are learning.
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji. Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
I see all of you together over here. So can you all come for 1 minute on video?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
I'll just take a snap for you all.
1 minute, Mataji. I can remove my background.
That
Okay,
would
me
be
too.
very
I'll remove my background.
so that I can see you all.
Yeah, give me 1 second, Mataji.
Yeah, Ryan, I would love to see you as well. Surud, if possible, you as well.
Okay, be still. Okay.
Ryan, where are you?
Ryan.
Yes, a big hurry bowl.
Haribo!
Hurry bowl. Wonderful, wonderful. Very
Haribo!
nice. It's really very, very, no, it's very nice to see you all. Hi, Bol Sadhu. Okay,
Haribo!
so we
Hari
Chedi as
Haribo.
well. The Hari Bol. So, how much we have? Yeah, we have time, right?
No.
How much time do we have, Mataji? Vinita Gandharika Mataji?
16.
We have 14 more minutes, I guess, because 6:30 the class over. So
Okay, okay. Because of this time difference, I got confused with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, on Mondays, what do we do is we after the main class, after every class, okay, Prabhav and Viraj, because they've joined for the first time, after every class on Monday, we have a reading after the main class, then we have an activity period, okay? So in that, we do the reading of Back to Godhead magazine, or we might have a debate, or we do something else, okay? On Tuesday, you have learning of the names of the Lord. On Wednesday, if there's no presentation, then I'll come to the Vinita Gandharika Mataji will tell you about the presentations also. Okay.
my
Then
mom is right here, Mataji.
yeah, then
Right
you
now.
have art and craft, and then on Thursdays you have moral stories. Vinita Gandharika Mataji, you want to tell about the presentation?
Yes, Mataji. About the presentations, I will send up the sign up sheet. I mean, sign up message. If you have to sign up for your presentation slot. Okay. This week we have a Pranav to present on Wednesday, and we have one slot remaining for the next Monday. Next Monday, that would be on 12th. If someone want to present, please let me know. You have to select a Krishna conscious story. It might be a small story, it's okay. It might be 5 minutes, it's okay. It might be 25 minutes. It should go max is 25 minutes, okay? Because 5 minutes will keep appreciation. Like all of us will say thank you, and we give some sweet words to you. So I need that 5 minutes extra. So that's why 25 minutes is the max time. Anytime, like 5 minutes to 25 minutes, anywhere you can do the presentation. Yeah, that's what.
Okay. Prabha,
And we
Viraj,
also
everybody, whoever is joined.
Mataji, how about the Kahoot? Like what do we do Kahoot on Fridays?
Yes, Kahoot, we do it on a Thursday, and this coming Thursday, we will have Kahoot. Okay. In the main class, we'll have Kahoot. Okay.
Yay!
Maybe
Wonderful.
tomorrow, I think so. That Revati Mataji wants to do on the names also Kahoot. I don't know if it
Oh,
is.
is it? Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice. Yes.
I was only telling her that idea to do a Kahoot on the names of the Lord, drama that they learned, and she's okay to do. I think she sent a message in the group. Maybe you missed it, Mataji.
Yay!
Oh,
She
is
wants
it?
to put on tomorrow. That if you say okay, she will come with the Kahoot.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let her do it. I didn't see the message yet.
yeah.
That would be so nice. Yeah, kids will enjoy it.
Yeah, like whatever the names they learned, their meanings, they're going to have a Kahoot, I think.
Okay. Okay, okay, sure, sure, sure. That would be really nice. Okay, everybody can see this page, the Back to Godhead?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So, okay, so we have the reading over here, and I'll see my best per capacity to have everybody read at least few lines. Okay, so today we are going to read the February 6th. Is it February 6th? Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Wow, look at this. I just pulled out this Back to Godhead, and it is just a coincidence that this Back to Godhead. Okay, no, 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 no.
Mataji, today's February 5th.
For us, yes, Mataji.
Yeah,
No,
February
it's
5th.
6. Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
it
no.
is 6.
No, it's 5th.
Oh, no, sorry.
That's
It's
okay. That's
5th.
okay.
It's
That's
5th,
okay. Yeah,
Mataji.
for me, it is
Sorry.
6th. For you, it is 5th. Okay.
I mean,
So,
fifth.
yes. So
I
now
meant
today
5th.
we are
For
okay.
me,
Hari-
it's fifth.
Okay, I know it is 5th for you all, 6th for me. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to read a classic Indian epic of the eternal war between good and evil. So what we are going to do is, you know what? I'll try to read this part as much as possible. 1 second. Mm-mm. Okay, we'll go with this. Yeah, so I'll highlight. Okay. Yes, Balavrinda, can you read this? I'll go with the names as I see on my screen, okay?
Okay. The Vedic literature describes how Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appears in material world. Throughout the history to eradicate evil, establish the principles of religion, and live in his devotees. Sometimes he comes himself, but more often he experiences incarnation who manifest a certain position of his supreme glories. Mataji, I have
Yeah,
a
read that.
question. What does eradicate mean?
Eradicate means to remove.
Okay. Do I read the next part?
Yeah, just this 3 lines more so that you can complete the
Okay.
paragraph.
Among these incarnations of the best known and most secret is Lord Ramachandra, the hero of Ramayana, a Sanskrit epic written by great sage Valmiki. Rishi.
Valmiki. Yeah, the most is sacred, okay? The most sacred is Lord Ramachandra.
Sacred means like most like interesting, I guess. And
Yes.
most like
Okay, so then we have Tushita, can you read this part?
Yes, Mataji.
1 second, okay? 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, this part you can read, Tushita, because that wasn't an important thing. Yeah. Millions of years,
Millions of years ago, a king named
Dhritarashtra,
Dhritarashtra
Dasharatha, sorry, Dasharatha,
ruled the world from his
capital city,
capital city Ayodhya, which
lies
lies about
midway
midway between
present-day Calcutta
present day Calcutta and New Delhi by this
Queens,
by his queens.
Dashratha,
Shah had many sons, but the
jewel
jewel among them was Ramchandra, the
personality
personality of God had
himself.
himself.
Very good. Thank you so much, Tushita. Risha, can you read this part?
Even from his youth, Rama possessed all the qualities of a leader. His magnanimity was unrivaled, as were his religious wisdom, prowess in fighting, and freedom from greed for the privileges of power. His strength knew no limit. He won the hand of Sita Devi, the goddess of fortune, herself. By breaking a huge bow, his rival suitors couldn't even lift.
Very good. Thank you so much, Risha. Uh, Prahlad,
Mataji, and I also have to say something about Dashratha. And he even lived for 60,000 years old.
okay. Very nice.
He's
Prahlad,
6,000.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
hi Krishna.
When the time came for King Dashratha to retire, he naturally chose as his successors his oldest and most qualified son, Rama. All Ayodhya rejoiced at hearing the news and prepared for the coronation of the beloved prince. But the coronation was not to be. Kaikai, one of Dashratha's queens, was incited. I can see Mataji. By a malicious maidservant to block Rama's ascendance to the throne. Some time before, Dashratha had promised Kaikai two boon, but she had asked that they be deferred.
Yeah, can you read the complete that para, please?
Okay, Mataji. Now blinded by envy, Kaikai held Dashratha to his word and forced him to fulfill two wishes. First, she wanted Rama to exile to the forest for 14 years. And second, she wanted her own son Bharata crowned king of Ayodhya.
Very good. Let me see if I can increase this one. Yeah. Okay. Then we have Ramachandra, are you there? Okay, Devarsh.
Rama. Dasharatha. No, Dasharatha felt where
Kaikai's
Dasharatha felt Kaikai's
demands
Demands.
to be like
like a
thunderbolt
thunderbolt
striking the head
his head. Huh.
How could he banish the most his most beloved son Rama
On the
on the eve of his
coronation.
coronation? What would become
Of Ayodhya.
Ayodhya? What would be of Sita?
Become of
Sita? Dasharath saw only claiming calamity on all sides. Yet his words had was his very life, and
And
he
yielded
yielded to
Kaikai's will. Very good. So this is the plot of the coronation of which is going on for Lord Rama. And on the eve, eve means what? The night before, right? On the night before the coronation, Kaikai mentions about the boons, and she wants Lord Rama to go to the forest. Okay. Okay, then now who else is left to read? Param?
Okay, Mataji. Rama accepted his exile cheerfully.
1 second, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Rama accepted his exile cheerfully, but he worried that his father and mother might die of grief. His father did, in fact, die of despair soon after Ram left Ayodhya. Nothing less, Rama was determined to follow his father's order, come what may. Whether Rama told Sita and his brother Lakshmana of the impending exile, they insisted on accompanying him. Thus, Lord Rama, the personification of righteous, Sita Devi, the personification of
Personification.
wishfulness, and Lakshmana, the personification of fraternal devotion, entered the Dandaka forest for the 14-year-old.
Very good.
Mataji also, it shows that Ram is determined to do his duty, even though he's separated with the
Right.
Ayodhya. So it shows how determined he is, even though
Yes.
it's really hard.
Right. Thank you so much, Param. Sanvi, can you read this part?
Yes, Mataji. Of course, since Ram and Lakshman are none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his first expansion, their stay in the Dandaka forest proved no ordeal at all. For some time, they and Sita lived peacefully and happily, enjoying nature's gifts and making friends with many sages who had repaired to the forest for seclusion and meditation. But then came a fateful turn of events.
Yeah. Now, instead of repaired, this should have been retired. Okay. So, Samskriti, can you read this part for us, please?
What do you read?
Sure, Mataji. One day, a hideous man eating a demoness named Surpanaka came upon Rama's cottage. Overwhelmed with lust at seeing Rama's handsome figure, she attempted to seduce him. When that failed, she turned to Lakshman, but both he and Rama ridiculed her. Infuriated, Surpanaka rushed towards Sita to devour her. Rama stopped Surpanaka and had Lakshman cut off her nose and ears to teach her a lesson.
Can you complete that part, please?
Sure. Then the demoness ran into the forest, screaming in agony and vowing that her brother Ravana would avenge her humiliation. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Yeah. So, this is about the story of Shurpanaka's nose getting cut, right? Krishna Nena? Are you there, Krishna Nena?
Yes, sorry, Mataji.
Yeah.
Ravana was the king of man-eaters. By practicing severe austerities, he had won from Lord Brahma, the chief demigod, several boons that gave him near invincibility. From his kingdom on Lanka, the island off the southern tip of India, the fearsome Ravana and his man-eating minions would roam the earth and the heavens, pillaging, raping, and devouring at will. Ravana cared for neither God nor law nor morality. Always intoxicated by pride and arrogance, as well as by strong drink, Ravana was sin incarnate. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Okay, then we have. Okay, we have another 5 minutes only, and we'll complete this part. Okay. Surut?
Ravana had brothers who were equal to him in wilderness. One of these, named Kara, lived in a part of the Dandaka forest near Rama's cottage and led an army of man-eaters who fed on the flesh of saintly hermits, From Rama's cottage, Shurpanakha fled to Kara, and when he saw that what Lakshmana had done to his sister, he flew into a rage and sent 14,000 of his formidable warriors to slay Rama and Lakshmana. But Kara did not realize with whom he was dealing. Rama's arrows, like shafts of fire, flew from his golden bow with unerring accuracy, annihilating Kara and his army. A lone survivor escaped to Lanka to tell Ravana of the disaster wrought by the supernatural valor of the
Very good.
Mataji,
Yes.
can I read it?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Hearing of Rama's exploits, Ravana thought it was wise to adopt a devious tactic. Rather than confront Rama directly, Ravana would kidnap Rama's beloved Sita so that Rama would only die of a broken heart. Not only would this plan avenge the humiliation of Shurpanakha and the slaughter of Kara and the 14,000 warriors, but it would also provide Ravana with the consummate object for his lust, the chaste and beautiful Sita.
Very good. The chaste and beautiful Sita. So that was his plot, right? Then we have,
Can my brother read, Mataji?
yeah, go ahead, Giridhari.
Yes, Mataji. Ravana paid a visit to his warlord, Maricha. Like many other demons, Maricha could change his form at will. Ravana ordered him to take the form of an irresistibly charming deer and then to frisk before Sita. When the deer would run into the forest, Ravana hoped Sita would insist that Rama and Lakshmana captured it for her. Left alone, Sita would then be easy prey for Ravana.
Very good. Sadhu. Ryan, Sadhu, anybody there? Yeah, Ryan, do you want to read this?
Yes, the wolf worker and Ravana came from Sita, the sky of the world recommend Sita welcomed him into the cottage and offered him a
Refreshment.
refreshment. But suddenly Ravana came from his disguise and declared his purpose. His described Sita's grave entrance is an impulsive it warnings. Ravana is abducted Sita
Abducted.
and he carried her off to Lanka.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I think we are running over time. What I'm going to do is I will be sharing this link in the group. Where am I?
Mataji, can
Okay.
I read one?
I think we started with you reading, right, Balrinda?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody got a chance to read. So what I'll be doing is I will share the link into the group, and I hope that you get to read it. Okay. See to it that you can read that whole article.
I'll try to read it this weekend if I have time.
Okay. So I'll be sending it to you all. So we'll end the call. I'm sorry we went over time. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Everybody
All the
ki
kids ki
jai.
jai. Hi Bol.
Hari
Thank you everyone. Hi Krishna. See you again tomorrow.